فتنا من الموت لا إله إلا الله اللهم اجعلنا من الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر آمين يا رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Reminders is for Muslims, is for Mu'min. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describing in Quran, تذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين. Reminders is for Mu'min. وما يتذكر على أولو الألباب, the wise who take the right advice. Prevention is better than cure. If we prevent things, it's better than medicine, better than cure. If we prevent. I spoke a few minutes last Jummah khutbah on the incident in Makkah, and many people liked it, and they request me to continue this topic. I want to put this in order. One of the hadiths, sometimes we give examples like prevention better than cure. Basically, these are the hadiths that translated in English in our languages. How we can prevent things like this? What are we watching in Muslim Ummah? We saw more than 100,000 people died in Sham, in Syria, fighting each other. In Muslim Ummah. If you come to Southeast Asia, more than 70,000 brothers and sisters died in Pakistan alone, fighting each other. If we don't change the behavior, the way we behaving each other, then we never brought Iman. We are a Muslim, first of all. Do not die unless you become a Muslim. This is the message that the khutbah I recited. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything we do, if we don't have a fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then your life is not a meaningful life. You never brought Iman on Allah and His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we take a lesson from this incident. How we can prevent these things in future. The government supposed to appoint leaders around the globe. I mentioned you before, I mention again. The whole Middle East population is less than Indian Muslim population. What the Indians speak in common, Urdu or Hindi. I'll travel you furthermore, Pakistan, they completely speak Urdu. And they also understand Hindi and Punjabi. Another country, Bangladesh, they also understand some of the Urdu words. Even Sri Lankans understand some of the Urdu words. So how many countries are we talking about? And lots of people go for Hajj every year from Southeast Asia. So the government, who wants to control by saying only we are the Muslim, we are the leaders, I'm afraid that their big mouth and big words can take them in a wrong way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never liked those individuals who talk about themselves, who think they are one of the strongest people or they are the righteous people. So to prevent this incidents, you have to have leaders from those regions. So the people giving messages during the Hajj in Arabic, also in Urdu and English. Maulana Hafiz Bukhari Sayyid Lai Khali worked 15 years in Saudi. He used to go with the Islamic police, used to make an announcement, and of course the local people used to make the announcement. The people from Southeast Asia was hard to understand that message. And he used to explain them. This is the message that you should follow. They need the same strategy in a Hajj. This is the prevention. And again, I want to clear more on the local people surrounded in whole Saudi or in Middle East. They drive every year and they come towards Jeddah and Taif and they wait for 7 Zulhijjah night. As soon, I don't know for what reason, the security get moved on the 7th night after midnight. About roughly 1.5 million get in for Hajj. Another 1.5 million people legally entered to Hajj. Do we have enough room to accommodate all this young and old, women's? Do we have that capacity? Do we have that medical facilities if something happens? Are we giving messages to the people to behave humanly? Not to use your strong elbows to hit each other. Not to step on each other like animals. Are we teaching? Are we making announcement enough? Are we explaining this is the place where Ismail alayhi salam was rubbing his feet for a thrust, for a sip of water? This is the place where Anbiya alayhi salam did tawaf. This is the place you hold the Kaaba clothed with one hand and you hit with your elbow to your own brother and sisters. Are we teaching enough to those individuals who's going on Hajj? I can guarantee my people, They never do violence. They give their lives. And unfortunately, many of them, they give their life. We have explanation many times from Israel alayhi salam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam explain and describe how your soul is going to take it off. How painful it is. One of the worldly examples are given. It's very painful. When your soul separates from your body and you're doing hajj, did you realize when you pile upon each other, when he or she have the suffocation, can't breathe, can you stop right there before you step on each other? Is this the human behavior? Is this the teaching of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Are we raising a voice against this? Are we going to listen and keep it quiet? Can we at least email the officials, our country officials who decide the Hajj committees, who send these people out? Can we ask UN or UNICEF? Can the government of Saudi can ask the other parts of the world to send the volunteers who can speak the majority language, so they can time to time they can give a message, not to walk back, not to be afraid, not to step on each other. Can we appoint these individuals from around the globe? This is a prevention. And let's talk about the people who's doing Hajj more than once. Fard only once. What else we can do? Use the same resources, same funds. I heard from Chicago, so this brother went 7 times for Hajj. Is it useful 7 times? It's going to count only once. About 7,000 kids die every day with a starvation. Which ibadah is most important to you? Feeding a hunger or claiming 7 times Hajj? It's your choice. One of my family member was describing my friend's uncle go every 2 months to Umrah and every year Hajj. Is it meaningful? Use his funds instead feeding those 17,000 kids who die with starvation.